So guys, this is the best we can do, okay? This is our recap. I know that a lot of you guys are like, there's no transition from Phantom doing everything over to Aiden doing everything. But there is a little bit of transition.
Sometimes.
So we don't have any footage. There's no easy way to put this. It's not like we went out this weekend and we killed it and we won and, you know, we had all this great footage.
We didn't lose a ton of footage. We just lost a little.
We sucked. We made 3 passes this weekend, man. 3. Hey, and Aiden made 2. So I don't even know what he's talking. The whole program sucked this weekend.
Yeah, we were all first round losers all the way around.
Yeah, and honestly, man, it's our program didn't suck this weekend. Our driver sucked this weekend, as per the white car. We started off. We got a test pass. Car didn't go straight, so we shanked the test pass. We only got 1 test pass.
We usually at least test good.
I know. So car didn't go straight. Car was going, and it was going fast. It just didn't go straight. Yeah. So I lifted on the test pass, and then first round of Beat the Champs, we got Mike Bowman. And Mike's car's been rolling, man. I mean, he tested with us at Glot and got a lot lined out, and now he's added the nitrous to it, as has everybody else. Mm-hmm. And his car's fast. So we know not to take him lightly.
I don't think we did.
We did not take him lightly. Yeah. I fell asleep at the light. That's basically what happened. I had a whole lot going on in my head, and I'm not sitting here saying that if I would have left with him, if I'd outran him, it'd have been a damn close race.
I think you would have. No offense to Mike.
Yeah. No, we made a good pass. I just fell asleep at the light. They changed the light right before we went up and said, no instant green. It's going to be, I heard 5/10 pro. So, but then everybody else was saying 4/10 pro, and I thought it would be weird that they made it a 5/10 pro, but whatever. And so basically I watched the ambers come on and I went, huh. And then I watched Mike leave, and then I let go. And
gave him the hit.
You guys know as well as us, you can't do that. There's not a car in the parking lot that you can do that to that makes a decent pass and you can catch and make that up. It just doesn't happen. So,
yeah, I mean, all these cars out here they're fast, you know, like even, not to take anything away from B-Rad at all, but you pull all that weight out of his car and all of a sudden B-Rad that car is running right with the fastest of the fast out here, man. Like, it's impressive. So you just, like Sean said, you can't really give up anything at any point on the track. And
that's what we did. So that ended our first night on Friday, and then we go out and we draw Kai Kelly, the first round of the Invitational. And I'm still going to call it the Invitational, guys. It's, you know,
it's how we know it.
Changes. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with drawing Kai.
Yep.
Because we cracked his ass. Another driver error. And it is what it is. I'm not even 100% sure that I can take this as driver error. We don't know how. Bottom line is I went red.
turned
At the end of the day, the light was red. You can watch the video, and we do actually have that, and we have all of my cameras from my glasses, all my meta passes, so you can see whenever I raced Kai, man, we left real close at the same. It's not like I was in real deep. I promised Phantom and I promised the crew, I was like, look, I promise y'all I will not sleep again today. And I felt like I was up on the tree. I let go of the button. I looked over and we're driving away from Kai. We had the right tune-up in the car. We had the right, that the car did its job, the crew did their job. I don't know if when I let go of the button, it snatched the front end up real quick. And you can see it in the pecker extender video. It snatches the front end up real quick. I don't know if it pulled the tire out of the beams and that's why I went red, but I talked to somebody who said that they saw it in the tower and it was 002 or 003 red. I don't, it sucks because it was not a guess. There was amber lights, guys, and we've talked about this in the past. We don't go red because we don't guess on instant green. You see green and you leave. I saw ambers, I left. So that when you have ambers and it's a 4 or 5/10 pro tree, it's no longer a guess, it's anticipation of the ambers. We've talked about this before. I saw amber, I let go, I went red.
It's just, man, it's just crazy to me because, like, it's a nice car, it's a good car, it's won a lot of races, it's set up well, but man, it doesn't, I don't believe it reacts fast enough for Sean to go red on a 4/10 pro tree, unless it just, like you said,
I've been red and blue
Yeah.
and swore that I've seen it, and we go way faster to the 60 foot with this car than blue does. So it almost is tough to, even though I believe that, though I believe, if I see amber, I'm not going to go red. I truly believe that. But everybody else out here puts delays in and all kinds of stuff. But it's also hard to think that that car doesn't react whenever I can go red and blue. We know I can.
Yeah, but we're also going to the 60 foot on the back tires in blue. I feel like we're probably tripping it with at least the front tires.
Maybe, and obviously we are with this too. Yeah. You know, I don't know, but I don't know if it just picked it up out of the beams. Either way, we get to the other end, and Kai was like, I was catching you, you know, and I was like, I don't know.
The video determined that's not really the case.
The video determined he was a lie on that. I showed it to him, and he goes, oh man, I wasn't catching you at all. I was like, yeah, we had the right tune-up in the car. And then Kai went 2-3 rounds after that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Outran Bowman.
Did he?
Yeah.
Bowman outran him in the beat
That's
the
right.
champs.
Okay, then Kai won in the other one. They split.
Oh,
They
okay.
raced twice. Bowman won one, Kai won the other one. So
I stopped paying attention usually after we go.
I know. Yeah. Guys, we act like a baby sometimes. every time
Yeah.
we lose, because we believe like, and it's, if we just got outran, I wouldn't be as upset. We had the faster car on that pass. We know we did. We outran him. Once he saw the video, he knew it.
Mm-hmm.
So it sucks, man. So not a lot went well this weekend. Per that. Other than that, everything went well. And then after that, we got to get the OG out and make a pass in it.
It always
Went right down through there.
I mean, back to the white car though. There was some positives though. We were making changes to it, you know, on the.
We made changes at all 3 passes.
And it responded positively.
It did.
You know what I mean? Like it did what we told it to do, and that's always nice because sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. So.
Made a bar change right before that pass with Kai.
Yep.
And we weren't real sure what it was going to do, and it went straight. So
Yep.
I was happy about that. Everybody, if you've watched our videos of us testing, we were shoving rear steer in the car and shoving it in and shoving it in, and then the car was going right out here all weekend. So we slowly started taking rear steer out.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't understand it. Hopefully it goes straight next time we have it out. probably need to make a couple of test passes before our next race with it. But as of right now, our next race is with the OG. So we ended up staying and testing, and we did fairly well with the OG car, and we did really well with the 55 with Aiden driving it. So he's officially running in the 530s now with the car. And that's personal best for him, and the car seems like it's doing it pretty effortlessly.
I mean, not only that, like the car ran as quick to the 60 foot as it's ever been, even back in the day when it was much lighter and a nitrous car. Like it went 128
to the 60 foot.
I mean, that's as quick as the car ever went back in the day. So that's pretty impressive, because it's 4,000 pounds now, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, I think that we're going to have to turn that down a little bit. I don't know that it will sustain that on a terrible track. I think it will everywhere else, but I think that we may have to put a little bit of a launch retard or something in it. Yeah. Just because that last pass of the day, it picked the front end up and started chattering the tires while the front end was picked up. And then it just smoked the tire and set the front end down, and he lived it. So, but got a big weekend next weekend. We can't hang our head too long on going red. I mean, I'm going to, but it is what it is. So,
yeah, we eventually just got to put it all back together and hit the next one.
Yeah. It sucks because, first off, I don't feel like we went red. We went red, obviously. But there's nothing that you can do about it. Like, I don't know if the car would have just rolled out if we'd have went red. I don't know. There's no telling at this point. So yeah. All I know is we had the car to win that round. We didn't have the driver. So, and that sucks. Sucks.
I mean, it does suck.
Yeah.
But, on to the next one. That's all we can really do.
Yeah.
Think about it. Don't let it happen again, basically.
I thought about Friday night, and I wasn't going to let that happen again.
I know.
And then I went to the other spectrum. I literally said Friday night. There's only one thing worse than being dead asleep at the light, because you could still win that race. Bowman could have went out, knocked the tires off, and I could have went around him. You go red, the race is done. It doesn't matter what he does over there. He could do anything. He could cross center. You still lost. So.
Yep.
It is what it is. We'll figure it out. We're gonna go do this race, and then by the time this comes out, we'll already have let everybody know that we're gonna race blue next weekend.
Yep.
So
at Flying H,
and that is more important to cut a good light in those cars probably even than out here, honestly. So, and everybody's right there to see what you cut a light. I could not cut a good light out here, and everybody's like, "Oh no, you did good," and
no, you left pretty close with it.
You see those lights, and you actually see the one in front of the zero, and you're, oh man.
Well, that and the time slips are on an app now, so everyone can see your time slip no matter what happens.
Yep. So that is the one thing that is a little more stressful in the pro mods is you got to cut a good light. If you're at that level of racing, then you need to be a driver.
You did all right last time.
That shit lets you know if you're a driver or not.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's where we're at with everything, and
we'll try not to suck.
It looks like New Hampshire is canceled. For the record, just to let everybody know. I'm sure everybody's going to know whenever this comes out. There's nothing we can do about it.
No.
All we can do is race where they tell us to race at. And if the event, I don't know what is going on. We didn't really get an explanation. We just got, there's no New Hampshire. If there was a New Hampshire, then we wouldn't be racing blue. Now that there's not a New Hampshire, that opens up the race for us to go to Flying H.
Flying H in Odessa, Missouri.
So there's that.
That's really about it, man. Pretty much covers everything. We lost. We didn't win like last weekend.
We did not. So now this is the third race of the season. We went out first round. We won the race. We went out first round. Statistically,
I mean,
this guy right here,
yep.
Win the race.
Yep.
This is a win the race.
Yep.
This is a go out first round in the little,
It's like I used to count your months, you know?
Yeah.
So lose, win, lose,
win.
Win.
And we're at the win. And then there's another win there.
Yep. Yeah, right next to each other. That's one I'm looking for.
That's the back to back is what we're looking for, guys. I said this after the win in Virginia last week, 2 weeks ago. I feel fortunate to get a win this season because we weren't 100% sure that we were going to.
A lot of people said we couldn't.
A lot of people said we couldn't. A lot of people said we won't.
Yep.
And we did. So I'm not happy with one win.
No, especially coming off last year with 4.
If there's only 7 races this season, I want 2 wins at least.
Yep.
I want 2 of those wins at least. I want to be the only person to win 2 races this season.
It'll. I mean, it's always doing something to win out here because all these cars are fast. I mean, it seems like, man, there's a bunch of cars out here that could go out and win at any given point. It seems.
And I get it, guys. There's all 3 races now. There's been 18 cars, and it blows my mind that there's only 18 because it's like this guy's new, but then Clay Cole breaks his motor.
Yeah.
Obviously, Kayla's not back yet. There's numerous people that we haven't seen Doc and Dominator at all yet,
no.
And they were supposed to be here. But like we said, man, people are going to do this or they're not for their own reasons. But I feel like even with the no rules, we've shown that it's close racing. They can say what they want. Oh, you ruined it because last year everything was so close. Man, it's just as close this year.
Yeah, I mean,
the times are just faster.
If you want it, you're gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, you put it on paper. We shouldn't have really been able
to win any.
Yeah.
Especially at what is probably the best track that we've been to.
And will be. Yeah.
We damn sure shouldn't have won that one.
No.
A screw car should have won it.
They should have won it last year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But guess who won it last year too?
That's right. So, but at this point, man, we're focused right now on what's next in front of us, and that is 28-10-5. We're going to try to do well this weekend at Beach Bend, and then after that, Pro Mod. We're going to try to get that second Pro Mod win of the year.
Man, get us back up there.
Get us back.
Did you know we're still in the top 10 in points over there?
Yeah. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. Nah, I'd like to win this one, and then maybe, if possible, win the next one.
Yeah. Winning's way cooler than what we're doing right now.
Yeah. So, and even though Blue looks like a 6-month project right now, it's all tore apart. We're going to get that baby put back together and we're going to be all right.
Really ain't nothing but a day or two's worth of work to get that deal done.
Also, just to let everybody know, pretty soon, the Donk and Blue will both be on No Limit.
Which Donk?
Well, the green one and the white one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Are they putting the new exhaust on the white one that it got?
Ooh, we need to
make that happen.
We need to make that happen. Yeah. Yep. So that'll be pretty cool, and you can race with either one of those cars. They're gonna put the Black Mamba on there too.
Oh, really? That'll be cool. That'll be cool.
So, anyways,
we sucked. We're sorry. We'll do better.
We sucked, and then we lost the whole 30 minutes of footage or whatever it was that we had. So
yeah, it was just an all-around bad weekend. Nobody really wins here.
No.
Except for Scott and Bowman.
But I got all my footage though. So we got the pecker extender stuff, and we got the Meta glasses stuff.
We got the in-car from the GoPro in-car. We got the pecker extender, and then we've got whatever we can.
And then he can put some of Aaron's videos behind. He's upset about it because it's up and down. I thought a couple of years ago when TikTok first started coming out, was that a couple of years ago? 5 years ago? How long ago?
Somewhere around there.
Okay, anyways, you told me that's the way you should video anyways, up and down, TikTok.
Yeah.
And now he's upset about it. It's up and down.
Different platform.
Well, yeah. I've always been a video sideways guy.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, but it's tough for me to make like reels or something because I got to hold my phone like this. And
If you tell me here video this, it's gonna be sideways.
Yep,
if you want up and down, you gotta tell me that. Yep. So, Anyways, okay, well, today is Erin's birthday, and we're going to go do something. I don't know.
Whatever she wants, right?
Yeah, whatever she wants. That's what we've been doing all morning. And get out of bed till noon.
Nice. Nice.
So
All right.
anyways, that's where we're at with everything.
Yep. Appreciate y'all watching. Sorry it's not a normal video, but we'll do better next time. So as always, go ahead, click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like the video, drop us a comment, tell us what you'd like to see more of or less of, and we'll see you on the next video.